Sanchez, and we're back with another video of how to pass calculus. So today is lesson 3, and we're working on the chain rule. Alright? So the chain rule is actually, it may seem complicated, it may seem scary at first, but once you get used to it, you'll be fine. But first, let's go with the definition. I'm going to just read it out to you so you hear the definition, and then I'm going to explain it to you in actual English words with what this means, right? So the definition. So if y equals f of u is differential, and u of g of x is also differential with respect to x, then y is equal to f of g of x is differential. Remember, this is the composite form. We learned this in the pre-calc. So you can write this like this: dy over d of x is equal to dy over du times du over dx. Or we can also write it so d over dx of your composite form is the same thing as the differential of x of g of x times the differential of g of x. I know it sounds a little complicated. I think I'm just like confusing right now, but don't worry. Okay, I'll explain it to you later. So here, when do we use the chain rule? Because one of the big questions that I've heard is, oh, when do I use the chain rule? When do I use the power rule? When do I do the quotient rule? Or just like, you just don't know when to use it. So here we've been working just these three just functions, right? So y equals x squared plus 1. That one, we've been learning that you can use the power rule and you can get 2x plus 0, right? So it would just be 2x. My bad, that doesn't have any ink. So 2x plus 0, which is just 2x. You can use the power rule on that one. Y equals sine of x. We've learned with our trigonometric identities that y equals sine of x, the differential y equals sine of x is just cosine of x, right? So the answer here would just be cosine of x. 3x plus 2, we know that's just 3. So then when do we use the chain rule? Chain rule is on these bottom ones. So y equals the square root of x squared plus 1, y equals the sine of 6x, or y equals 3x plus 2 to the 5th power. See, that's when we use the chain rule. It's when your function is multiplied by another function, right? So let's work some problems out. It might seem a little confusing right now, but here I have 4 problems that that will help you get used to it, right? So actually, before we start, if you don't mind, I'm gonna erase this. I don't think you can actually read that very well, so I'm gonna just erase all of this. Don't worry, this you don't even need the definition. With some practice, you'll get used to it. All right. So our first problem, I'm gonna just rewrite it for you, so you can see it bigger. So find dy dx of y equals x squared plus 1 cubed. Alright. And over here at the top, I wrote generalized power rule. See, that's what we're going to use to figure out our chain rule, right? Okay. So here, generalized power rule. I wrote down over here what it is, just so you can refresh it, right? So dy dx is equal to n of u of x, n minus 1 times dux. Yeah, that's just, I hate it when in math they give us these variables, these equations, you don't know what that means, so I'm going to just put in some numbers, right? So, okay, how about this? X to the 3rd, right? You know the power. You bring this down, so it'll be 3x, and then this one you subtract 1, so 3 minus 1 is 2. That's all it's saying, alright? But now with the generalized power rule, because remember, this is the power rule. The generalized power rule is saying that you do the same thing, except this x, you bring it out, and you find x prime of it, right? That's it. So let's work with our first problem. This one right here. X squared plus 1 cubed. So again, same thing, you bring this cube, you bring the 3 down, so it'll be 3 x squared plus 1, you subtract 1, 2, but then you have to find x prime. So this you have to bring out, and you have to find the differential of that. But we've already been working on this. This is very simple. You know that that is just 2x. Because the 1 cancels out, it'll be 0. And this, just your same power rule, 2x, 2 minus 1, over here it'll just be 1. That's it. So now you multiply them together, because remember this is multiplication. And so it'll be 3x squared plus 1 squared times 2x. Again, you want to simplify it, so then it'll be 6x x squared plus 1 squared. And that's it. Very simple. I know it sounds complicated. It's like, what are all these variables? I don't know, but it's alright. We'll calm down, we'll take it slow, and we'll get it. Alright. So that's the first one. The second one is not complicated. It's just rewrite it differently. See, all these problems are basically the same thing. They're just rewritten to confuse you. That's what they want to do. See, Ms. Jensen knows. Alright, so here, dy dx, right? Of gt is equal to negative 7 over 2t minus 3 squared. Alright,